I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Remain standing for the moment of private prayer. And I'd like to call on our student ambassadors, Caroline Reed and Carly Clark, to lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please have a seat. I'd like to ask our two ambassadors to remain up front for a moment, and I'd like to give them a moment of time to shine and tell us about the first semester of the school year and how it's gone, and has it changed from your perception of this first semester versus the beginning of the year?
Okay, I'm Carly Clark. I'm the daughter of Tim and Becky Clark. I'm a sophomore, and this is my first year being a student ambassador. And I'm on student council, and we are decorating the fourth period class doors for Christmas. And tomorrow is Spirit Day, which we can wear ugly Christmas sweaters. And we just got finished ACT prepping, and I see a change. I feel like we are getting ready for the finals, midterms, and everything, and learning new things every day.
Hi everyone, my name is Caroline Reed. I'm a student ambassador at Marion County High School. This is my second year as a student ambassador, and I serve on the executive council. One great thing that is going on right now at Marion County is our canned food drive. It is through the National Honor Society, and I'm the leadership advisor right now. And so far we have raised 1,213 cans, so that's an awesome achievement, and I'm really proud about that. And that goes all to those in need. And so that's awesome. It goes on for one more day. So we have one more day for everybody, all the kids to bring in their last minute cans. And another thing that's going on is kids who have taken the initiative to take online college classes. The first semester ends for us next week. So for those who have just started those this year, it's maybe their first time taking a college final. So I think that's awesome that Marion County allows us to take those college classes and get a step ahead, because when I go to college, I'll honestly have close to 40 hours when I go in as a freshman. So that's awesome that Marion County allows me to do that, and at some other schools you don't get that opportunity, so I'm proud to say that I'm a student here.
Wow, 40 hours.
I think it's 35, or close to 35 or 40,
You
something
don't
like
realize
that.
how long until we get 35 hours? She's done it before she leaves high school. Anybody?
You guys have any questions?
Yeah, for me, this is one of the rare times when somebody always get to ask them something. If not, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys so much.
Okay, the first item up is number 3, approved to amend the agenda, which includes attachment number 1. The 2 items that have been added to the amendment have been amended to number Roman numeral 7, K, and L.
I move we approve the amended agenda.
Motion made by Delane Pinkston, second by Butch Cheeks. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign. Ayes have it. Under communication, we go straight to the superintendent's report.
Thank you. The first item on my superintendent's report is leadership, and I'd like to start out by welcoming Miss Millie Blanford. She is our new middle school principal at Lebanon Middle School, so we want to welcome you and glad you're here tonight. Want to continue our focus on our book studies, The Leader's Guide to 21st Century Learning, and turning high poverty schools into high performing. Next on my superintendent's report is excellent teaching and powerful learning. We have completed the first round of learning walks in every single school, and just want to remind folks that is a learning walk, that's a facilities walk. We look at attendance. It's a complete overview of what's going on to provide support. We had a mobile science unit that visited all of our elementary schools. Our winter MAP testing is underway, and we've got goal setting for our children. We had our first Royal event at the Crown Center this weekend, and WKU has Super Saturdays, and we have Royal events. So look out. They'll be coming to visit us next. Our 4th grade and 7th grade science teachers participated in an Ed Leader 21 national collaboration. Again, we were one of 36 schools selected to participate. Our 4th through 8th grade teachers have been working with Campbellsville University to actually work on teaching math. Very excited about that. We had a district-wide novice reduction meeting, and we had KDE come in and work with teams of teachers in every single school. Again, most districts only sent one team to Frankfurt. We were fortunate to bring Frankfurt to us so that every school had an opportunity to work on that. And I just want to continue to talk about that our Dream Bus is a mobile learning lab that we're taking advantage of. Under high expectations, I want to talk about our 6 big dreams, and I want to remind everyone that our 4th annual summit is scheduled for April 13th. I hope you have that date saved on your calendar, because I can promise you it will be a day to remember. Under Learning Begins at Birth, we have had 3 born learning sessions, and for those of you that are involved with that at Glasscock, I know that that's something that's also a great memory. Lots of parents coming to schools, excited about what's going on. We are getting parents and families acclimated to what Glasscock feels like, looks like, getting in the cafeteria, and so very excited about that. I hope some of you had an opportunity to see our Dream Bus at the Dickens Parade. We gave away books. They were Christmas books, and it was so much fun. The kids were so excited when they saw the bus, and then everybody that left had an opportunity to walk away with a book in their hand. And we're continuing to give our books away at the hospital. We're working with our other partners with Universal Preschool, one-to-one technology. We're continuing to integrate technology across the district, and we are planning for our 2nd I2 Annual Institute. And you're probably saying, what is I2? Well, it's an innovative institute that Marion County Public Schools put on. Not necessary, just something that we do. It's to get teachers excited about technology and offer individual sessions for them. And so we basically put on the conference ourselves. We're not going anywhere, we're not traveling anywhere. All of our principals are presenting a session, and they are going to be teaching teachers, and we have several teachers, and we have a lot of guests. And I would also like to say about that is David Cook, the Associate Commissioner, will be our guest speaker. And after he's our guest speaker, we will travel down to the Next Gen Lab, and they are actually going to promote what we're doing with our Next Gen Lab and our Dream Bus. So we're going to talk about all the technology initiatives. So that will go out statewide, and they will be promoting what we're doing in Marion County Public Schools. So it'll be a lot of positive PR for what we're doing. So I think that's just super fantastic. Market Connect and Communicate. We've had Leadership Lebanon in to visit, several parades that we've been in, taking our Dream Bus out to neighborhoods. I do want to mention that we did have a township in Ohio that came to visit our Dream Bus, and they were just blown away with what we were doing. I never, ever thought that we would have a school district in Ohio that would travel to Lebanon to see what we were doing. But they were just blown away. And so the work that we're doing here hopefully is going to impact other children in another state. And their Title I coordinator said, we're doing it. They brought their Title I coordinator, an assistant superintendent, and their superintendent, and they were blown away. They also visited the tech center. I want to thank Greg Conley for helping coordinate that, and they also attended the high school, was very impressed with the Next Gen Lab, and the fact that we had a local attorney, Lisa Nally Martin. I want to say thank you to her. She was actually meeting with a group of students talking about careers. So we have a cafe type career so that kids can eat lunch. They don't miss class, but they actually meet with someone with a career. So I'm going to get excited, so I need to move on. We'll be here all night. We've been working with the University of, or Campbellsville University, to recruit new teachers. Next Generation Marion County, St. Charles Middle School has created a leadership academy. We have our Young Leaders Conference scheduled for March the 18th. That's the second time. Our student ambassadors are doing a great job. You saw them here tonight. They were a tremendous help in the Dickens Parade. We had a fun-filled evening with the, what did we like, Mr. Benningfield?
The luminaries.
Very good. So it's not the band. Okay. So we helped with that and walked on the Dream Bus and gave away books. The Leadership Now applications are out and ready, and one of the things we want to do in Marion County Public Schools is promote leadership of all aspects, from our children also to our adults, and we'll be recognizing those folks. All students graduating college and career ready. That's another big dream for us. And hopefully in January, our new board will be created at the Area Technology Center, and that will be a group of folks that will be working with myself and Ms. McRae and Ms. Cochran from Washington County. We want to create a regional approach to technical education. Hopefully we can share resources. And we are going to have a group of folks like this that is actually advising us on technical education. If you have 35 business and industries, they are looking at us to make sure that we are producing students that are going to go out into the workforce, and also they're going to look to us also to provide additional training for adults. So very excited about that opportunity. Our project Lead the Way, for those of you that were at Glasscock at our last board meeting, I see Miss Akers back there smiling. We've got kids building robots. You can't, you know, it's a great room. And again, Project Lead the Way is a pre-engineering program. We started with that program almost 11 years ago, and we've grown that program. We have it at both middle schools, the high school. We've added an area technology center teacher, and now we actually have an elementary school. Dual credit, you heard what Miss Caroline said. Can you believe that? 35 hours of college credit.
Amazing.
Before she graduates, so very pleased about that. And lots more registered. Currently, we have 50% of our seniors that are college and career ready. Now, that's not where we want to be. Our goal is 100%, but we're working on that. I do want to let folks know that on Monday, we are going in and we're having a conversation with every senior at Marion County High School. We've taken that senior class, that's 220, and we're going to divide them up among the supervisors in this office, the folks at the ATC, the principal and counselor there, and some folks at the high school, and we're going to have individual conversations with the seniors to say, you know, we're going to get to know them. We're going to ask them, do they need help filling out their FAFSA form? What are you going to major in? You know, what kind of college are you want to go to? Have you applied? And then after that, we're going to regroup our kids, and then we're going to start trying to apply some individual services to those kids. So if we have a group of children that say, I want to be a teacher, we're going to pair them up with somebody. If we say, I've got a group of folks that want to be involved as a physician or in the medical field, we're going to try to help mentor them with that. So I think, and then we're going to be able to provide that data to business and industry. We're going to be able to say, out of 220 seniors, 50 of those seniors want to go straight into the workforce. 10 of those seniors want to go into the military. 50 of those seniors want to go into a traditional 4-year college. 50 want to go into a 2-year program. Now, I'm not using the numbers correctly, but I want everybody to understand that field we're trying to get, because business and industry want to know. We also need to know, if they are going into a 2-year program, what is that 2-year program? Is that 2-year program industrial maintenance? Is that 2-year program a nurse? And again, because we want to share that with our healthcare field as well. So I think those individual conversations with students, putting them in small groups, can make all the difference in the world for those children and for our community. So again, excited about that. Under communications, Northern Kentucky asked Marion County Public Schools to actually host the regional meeting. Very impressed with the work that we're doing here. We're working on recruiting teachers. I guess I'm gonna have to talk about this non-traditional school day, and the reason I'm saying that is that means if we're talking about that, we're talking about cold weather. And so if it snows, I will have to make a decision about those non-traditional school days. And I do not think there's anything that compares to that work the teachers and the staff do with the children. However, in the event of an emergency or lots of bad weather, at least we have that as an option. Did you want to say anything, Mr. Reed? Okay. Charter school discussion, I would encourage folks, if you haven't, but just to be aware of charter school legislation, because from what I can understand, that will be something that Kentucky will be experiencing. And then I will keep you abreast of how that's going to affect Marion County Public Schools. Believe it or not, we've completed 80 days of 174 days of instruction. We only have 94 days that remain. 1 week and 1 day until Christmas break, and when we get back, we have 18 weeks until Christmas break, until the last day of school. So I can assure you today in our leadership meeting, the topic of conversation is when we get back from school at Christmas break, what will we accomplish in the next 88 days? That means we will have 88 days to make sure kids' dreams come true in Marion County Public Schools. So, anybody have any questions?
Any comments? Well, I did take in particular interest in hearing the Glasgow students want to build robots. I know it's a thing of the future. It has been for some time. It's going to be more and more so. I wonder if they can build a robot to replace board members. That may be in the future sometime down the road. Okay, anybody else moving right along to 4B? That would be Miss Tammy Newcomb.
Miss Sasha's actually going to help on this.
Well, this is actually one of the items that was in my superintendent's report talking about the Ed Leader and the 4 Cs project, and that is a part of Ed Leader. And when we talk about one of our 6 big dreams being that all students will graduate college and career ready, what does that mean? And so we've got to move beyond just college ready, career ready. It's got to be life ready. It's got to be globally ready. And we feel like our partnership with Ed Leader has definitely brought something to Marion County that we hadn't talked about. And that is creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, communication, commitment, and that content. And so we were very fortunate that we were selected to be a part of a project where our teachers now have an opportunity to work with those 4 Cs. Because if our staff's working with 4 Cs, that means our teachers then have an opportunity to have our children do that. That is very different. But that is the world that our children will be a part of when they graduate. It's very important to make sure that they are globally competent and they can compete. And so I don't want to steal any of Miss Newcomb's information, but just imagine as a teacher, you're taking your papers that your kids created and you're sending them to another state for another teacher to grade. That's pretty uncomfortable. But we have fantastic staff that understand it's not about anything other than they want their children to be able to compete someday against students around the world. And what a great way to get started. And so college and career readiness does not begin the day they enter high school. College and career readiness and those life-ready skills begin the day they walk in our schools, the day the parent starts reading to that child after they leave the hospital. So I am just very pleased that we participated in this project, and this was above and beyond what our teachers normally have to do in the classroom. So I want to publicly say thank you to going beyond what you were expected to do every day. And the kids are definitely worth it. Thank you all. Ms. Newton, you want to introduce the project just a little bit more?
Well, there were 2 different projects. The first project was with our 4th grade teachers. So every single 4th grade teacher across the district, so that means every single 4th grade student, experienced this task. And they essentially were given the task to research different 21st century learning environments. What would a classroom of a 21st century learner look like, feel like? They had to design the task, so they actually had to use their creativity to draw what this would look like. Then the next thing they had to do was to actually write a letter to a school, and it was actually to a third grade teachers at John Dewey Elementary School. That was their authentic task. And so the kids had to read articles, they had to look at pictures, and they had to use all of this research and evidence that they found to have a compelling argument of why their design choice should be used. And they had to connect their ideas to the 4 C's that Ms. Losher mentioned. So we're going to first go through the 4th grade teachers, and I would like to say that it's a busy time of the year. There's ball games tonight and Christmas programs and church events, so some people wanted to be here and they couldn't, so we're still going to announce their name. Okay? So Ms. Losher, and I guess if you want anyone else to come down. So I'm going to go through, and if they're not here, we'll just kind of go quickly. Wendy Brady is a teacher, a 4th grade teacher at Lebanon Elementary School. I think Wendy could make it tonight. Lisa Bird is here tonight. She is a 4th grade teacher at Calvary Elementary School. Ashley Clark is a 3rd and 4th grade teacher at Calvary Elementary School. I don't think she was able to make it tonight. Okay. Daly Jo Goatley is a 4th grade teacher at, actually your 4th and 5th. She has a split classroom at Glasscock Elementary. We have Sarah Hutchins here. She is a 4th grade teacher at West Marion Elementary. We have Jane Spalding here. She is our gifted consultant and former 4th grade teacher at West Marion Elementary School. Let's throw that in there. I know that's important. Allison Stein, I don't think was able to make it, but she is a 4th grade teacher at Lebanon Elementary School. We have Dana Thomas here tonight. She is one of our elementary instructional coaches that help to support this program. We have Jessica Beach here. She is a 4th grade teacher at Glasscock Elementary. I don't think Paula was able to make it, but Paula Wasted is a 4th grade teacher at Lebanon Elementary School. We've got some others that aren't here that I knew couldn't make it. Amanda Carrico is a 4th grade teacher at Glasscock Elementary. Lori Scott is a 4th grade teacher at West Marion. Tony Thomas is a 4th grade teacher at West Marion who wasn't able to come tonight. I hope I didn't leave anyone out. I think that's it. So that was the first project. Any questions for our 4th grade teachers before we go to 7th grade?
Take a picture, Mr.
Y'all go over there and take a picture As they're taking the picture, I would like to say that this was a lot of extra work, but it was work that was well received by the teachers. The students had to think differently, and it was a great time. Okay, now we're going to do the 7th grade task. And, you know, in 7th grade, we had to enlist, because we have more students per teacher. If I'm the 7th grade science teacher, then I'm going to be teaching a lot of kids. So we have the 7th grade task involved the 7th grade science teachers. It also involved the 7th grade English language arts teachers. And then I believe at Lebanon Middle School, the social studies teachers also kind of connected that to geography. The third task was pretty rich. It was basically they had to do research about the different active tectonic plate boundaries, and they sit at the world's largest river delta, and so they had to research what would happen if and when an earthquake happens. How can they advise the residents of the city Dhaka, I hope I was saying that right, in Bangladesh. So it was a very, very rich task, and pretty exciting what the kids were able to do with that. So we're going to recognize the 7th grade teachers. We have Allison Cook wasn't able to make it, but she is 7th grade English language arts at St. Charles. We have Laurie Followa here tonight, and she is our secondary gifted consultant that helps support this project. We have Cheryl May here tonight. She is the 7th grade teacher at Lebanon Middle School. She was very excited about this project.
Thank you, very nice. Appreciate it.
Thank you for all you do.
We have Michelle Moore here tonight. She is a 7th grade English language arts teacher at Lebanon Middle School. Corey Osborne, I don't know if she was able to speak in. She is our secondary instructional coach that supported this project. Toby Tungett is the 7th grade teacher at St. Charles, science teacher. Kimberly Goff was not able to be here tonight, but she is an English language arts teacher. And then Greg Taylor had something come up at the last minute. He is our science instructional coach that helps support this. So again, I mean, I have to say that I enjoyed working with these fine people. It was a really awesome experience in helping to coordinate the project. Yep, I have to take a picture with them.
Well, you don't have to.
No, we gotta do the same thing for everybody.
Not us.